Welcome to Grumpy Acres, the other side of the homestead. Today I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you that I found, and I think you're going to like it. So let's go in and we're going to do the Biltmore's recipe for bread pudding. So hope you like it, and I'm going to double this recipe, but I'm going to give you the ingredients for one layer. But doing this for potluck, so we'll get everything going, and let's show you how we do it. All right, so I'm doubling the recipe, like I said, so I'm going to use a large mixing bowl. And let's see if I can get this over a little bit more, just so you can kind of see what's going on. All right, I think we're there. Okay, so what I've done is I have taken a loaf of bread, and you want it to be a day-old bread. And let's see if I can show you. And I have cubed up all of that bread. So I use an Italian bread. Cover that up while we're mixing everything. So I use an Italian bread, and I can usually find them on clearance. And so I'll go ahead and pick those up. Now, here's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with 9 eggs. Remember, I'm doubling the recipe. All right. Just kind of stack those over there. All right. This, I need some glasses on here. So make sure I got this right for you. All right. So again, that's 8 cups cubed day-old bread. I use the Italian loaf. It gives me about what I need. And then 9 large eggs. That's what we've got in here. Now 2.5 cups of milk. It suggests 2%. This is whole milk. All right. And then we're, oh, yeah, I need to make sure I get that one too. Okay. All right. Then we're going to go 1 3/4 cups of heavy whipping cream. Okay. So that was 1 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And then we're going to go 1 cup of sugar. Oh, I need to get my butter melted. Okay, while we're melting the butter, we're going to go ahead and add in 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I'm going to go ahead, while that's melting down, you want to whisk everything together. All right, 3/4 cups of melted butter. I have preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I'll set this to the side. And then we're going to evenly pour the batter that we've just made right over our bread. Get all that yummy goodness out of there. All right, so I will go ahead and try to make sure that all of my bread is coated. Okay, got that coated. And then this goes in the oven uncovered for 40 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. So I'm going to kick her in there, and then we'll start on the sauce. All right, so now we're going to make our caramel sauce. So we're going to bring to a boil, so I'm going to go on a higher heat. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use 1 cup of sugar. We are going to use a 1/4 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. Let me get a whisk. And what we're doing, I'm just stirring this to make sure that it doesn't burn on the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to bring this up to a boil, reduce the heat, and then I am going to melt the butter in and bring it to an amber color, the color of caramel, and then I will slowly add the heavy whipping cream in.
A few minutes later.
All right, now we've got it to a boil, so I'm going to turn this down to a medium heat. Now we're going to just let the sugar dissolve. It'll start coming to that amber brown. Now it's just going to take me a little bit longer than what it's going to take you because I doubled the batch. So if you do double it, be aware it's going to take you a little bit longer to get your sauce done. No big deal. All right, so now our sugar has come to a golden amber. Take that back on the fire. And now you're going to take two teaspoons of butter. Get that down on in there. And you're just going to melt them into the sauce. Really wanted that separated. All right, looks like our butter's all melted, stirred in. And then we're going to come with 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. and you're just slowly stirring this in. Now at the Biltmore, they serve this on the sauce on the side. We're doing potluck, right? So I'm going to go ahead and when our bread pudding is done, I will pour this over the top. So there's our sauce. See if I can get a pretty picture for you. Probably not. Let's see here. There's your sauce. Yummers, yummers. All right, so I'm just going to turn the heat down, make sure it's on a low simmer, and we'll finish up. We got about 16 minutes for our bread pudding to be done, and then we'll pour this over the top, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, be back in a bit. All right, we got her out of the oven, still hot. This is what she looks like. We have our sauce is done, and so now we're going to take our sauce. Remember, we're going potluck. This, at the Biltmore, would actually be served separate, and then you could just dip or pour on however you wanted. So if you have a small company, you can do that, but with the potluck, we're just going to go ahead and spread everything. So I just kind of come through, again, evenly pouring. Ooh, it's delicious. It smells so good. All right, so now that's going to soak in. And that is the Biltmore's recipe for bread pudding. It's yummy. So this is going to soak in just a little bit. The reason why they put the sauce on there separately is so that it just kind of, you can do it the way that you want, nice, fresh, hot. But this is good. It's delish. Everything's going to kind of come together. I'm not worried about it. And how beautiful is that? What a great Thanksgiving. All right, guys. Well, all right. Again, so this is why we can. We get everything put away. I know that I use store-bought stuff. I have so many dishes and so many videos to put out that it's just convenience at this point. So, but this is how you make beautiful, delicious, gourmet meals, and just make sure your menu isn't boring. And especially when we get down to SHTF, right? We need to make sure that we have enough spices, we have enough of this stuff to figure out how to put that all together. All right, so that is Biltmore bread pudding, and I think if you guys are ever in North Carolina, you might want to order that. Man, I don't know, pretty sure. But anyway, all right, guys, till next time. Go live a life done free.
Thanks, Milo.